1,000 days in. 1,000 days into, I'll do it tomorrow. 1,000 days into, I can save that for later. I'm 1,000 days in. And really, that's an understatement. 10 years in, 15 years into, I'll do it tomorrow. And in some ways, that's confession. In some days, that's I'm going to start today. I'm going to do something today. I'm going to publish a video today. I'm going to make music today. Because a day turns into a week, turns into 10 years. And so, for some, a day simply turns into 1,000, into a lifetime of regret. And that's a regret of a whole lot of things. Relationships, lack of success. Like, I'm 1,000 days into, well, I didn't do anything at all. So today I start. Today's the day that I decide, hey, this is the first day of the rest of my life. Right? It's funny because we say those things, right? And we kind of use them as like a joke. Today is the day of the rest of my life. For most people, you're 1,000 days in and you're not reaching the top. You're just drowning 1,000 days in. So I want today to be the day where I say, you know what? Today is finally the day where I decide, you know what, God? I'm going to do what you want me to do. I'm going to start posting. I'm going to take the opportunity to start sharing my heart, what I think. Because we all have an ability to do something. And the problem is, my greatest ability is sitting on my ass and doing nothing. My favorite thing is to just sit down with my dog and just chill out. And so that 1,000 days was really easy. 1,000 days into doing nothing more, not considering actual betterment. Like, yeah, I've done some things that have improved my life. But the truth is, that 1,000 days has been really easy. I can sit down on YouTube and watch videos and watch GunTube and Woodworking Tube, but it doesn't lead anywhere. None of those things are bad until it just becomes a cesspool of just an orgy of information. So what are you doing with it? What does it lead to? For me, it leads to more frustration. Well, I have the intellect to do a lot. But what am I doing? I have the ability to help inform people. Hopefully not misinform people, but actually inform people, help educate people about Christianity and the Bible, about politics, about things that I believe. But what am I doing? What am I really doing? Really nothing. I go to work. I eat, sleep, shit, work and work out. And there's not a whole lot more to my life other than that. And so I find myself empty and frustrated, and I'm like, well, it's my job's fault. But The only time I enjoy my job is when I have a purpose in my job, when I'm striving for something, when I'm learning. Learning can be frustrating, but also fulfilling. It's like, well, I accomplished something. I challenged myself. I pushed my mind. But in the meantime, I'm 1,000 days in, and I have no deeper purpose. It's like, well, during my mini quests, and really that's what they are. That's what jobs are. That's what going to the grocery store is. They're mini quests. They're important. They add value in daily life. Without mini quests, like you don't continue the journey. So there's nothing wrong with mini quests. Accidentally dating the wrong person. Did you learn something from it? It was a mini quest. It's not an excuse to sin or be evil or do reckless shit. Go to the bar every weekend. Like, those aren't mini quests. That's reckless living. But there are mini quests that can be fulfilling. You can meet people along the way. You have to get groceries, right? You got to eat. For me, that includes hunting. I got to eat. I love venison. Side note, side quest. Those things are wonderful, but they're not fulfilling if there's not a deeper mission. There's not a deeper purpose. It's like, for me, this video is going to be something just saying, hey, like, I know my purpose is to help equip people, to make them better. Jobs should have a sense of fulfillment. We shouldn't work in something that has zero fulfillment. Maybe that fulfillment is the relationships that are there. Maybe it's actually the work. Maybe you're building something. Those things have value. We shouldn't see life as meaningless. But without God, life is meaningless. What did Solomon say? Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. Excuse me. My interpretation of that, be it slightly coarse, is everything is bullshit. Everything under the sun is bullshit. If you're not doing it for a greater purpose, then it's empty. Then it's void of meaning, void of value. What are we producing? For me, I eat, sleep, and shit. It's like, what is the meaning in that? What is the purpose in that? I have to decide, I have to make a meaningful step. Not precisely the word I was trying to find. I've got to dive in. I've got to do something. If my purpose is to educate people, if my purpose is to help people grow, then why do I choose to be stagnant? Then why do I choose to be still? Then why do I choose to ignore the better things in life? Sometimes it's because we have differing views. But the truth is, I actually invite that. I love having conversations with people when they have differing views. Like, well, what do we agree on? Well, actually, we agree on a whole lot. We agree that compassion and empathy are important. We also agree that not every path is a good path. Most of us agree on that anyway. Most of us can analyze situations and go, well, wait a second. That isn't healthy. That isn't good. We agree that we want to see people grow. We want to see people do better. We want to see people fulfilling a greater purpose. We want our loved ones to have success. And sometimes that is our life's goal, our life's purpose. Now I'm not an empty thinker that thinks, well, the mom of Billy Graham was just she was born to have Billy Graham. No, you're not born to somehow produce just one thing and while life is done. Life has to be full of purpose. Yeah, part of her life might have been to have Billy Graham. That's the conversation for another day. But ultimately, her purpose is to live a godly life, to express who the Creator is to the world, and show that, hey, she's created something in her that gives to other people, that adds value. She can add value, she can give, she can make the world a better place. Not by the child that she has, but by the way that she lives. By the way that she says, you know what? I believe in people. Yeah, what do I want people to believe in me? Sure. There's nothing wrong with that. But more importantly than that, I want to add value. I want to give. The Dead Sea is the Dead Sea because it doesn't move. Therefore, it cannot produce anything. But if you take what's in the Dead Sea out, it is useful. Those things are useful. But we have to be like a river. I guess that's all I have to say. And the point is, don't let your I'll do it tomorrow become 1,000 days.